Hello, 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 hello. Let me make sure that all my stuff is working correctly. I believe that it is, so that's good. Yeah. Kind of getting my life in order here, so if anybody does show up, please let me know you're here. Hope everyone is having a good, what is it, Tuesday night? Sure, we're gonna go with Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday night. I saw a chat for a second and got excited, and then I realized it was just me. Hello to me. Nice to see me. Yeah, it looks like we're good. So very good, very good, very good. We're gonna put this guy right here, just so I know what's going on. And we're gonna put this guy also right here, so that I still know what's going on. That's the way you want to do stuff, right? Right. Well, what time, day, year is it? I myself am inexplicably exhausted for a Tuesday. I mean, there are reasons to be tired, I suppose, but feels a little disproportionate to the day of the week, considering I had a week off of work last week. But then again, I do have a baby, an almost 1-year-old, so there is that. That's not, I mean, I'm not even going to pretend. My wife works way harder than I do, so I'm not even going to lie about that. But, you know, I do have, time off is different, is what I'm trying to say. Those were a lot of long, awkward pauses. I'm really not with it, I told you. I'm just not, but it's fine. It's all good. Oh, I was going to say hello to this chat as well. Chat. Let me know you're here. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Now we're talking. So, since I don't have anybody on at the moment, I suppose I might just turn something on. What I'm debating is, do I go to Final Fantasy Remake when I have no idea what's going to happen, and don't know if anyone will get on and watch. It's my first experience of the story, so I'm trying to avoid spoilers. You know, I'm gonna do it. Why not? Why not? Which means I'm gonna update. Let's see, I should be able to go in here and update what we're playing. It's not just chatting, it is there we go. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Don't suppose I have anybody with me as of yet, but if someone decides to show up, that sounds passive-aggressive, I didn't mean it to. If anybody shows up, let me know if the game volume is too high, too low. I want to know what the deal is there, because I would like this to be enjoyable for everybody. So, oh, where have I left off? I'm side questing in chapter 14. I mean, spoilers, I suppose. I'm looking for Aerith, but you basically are told you can either go straight to looking for Aerith, or you can do all the side quests. And so I'm doing all the side quests first. Because that's the kind of person that I am. Especially since having a little boy, my realization is that if I don't hit as many side quests as possible in my first playthrough, there is a chance that I will just never get to go back. No matter how much I like a game, I may not get to do a second playthrough. And if that's the case, you know, I want to make sure that I get the opportunity to get the most out of it. So, checking the Twitter, and here we go. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Tomboy Bandit. Okay. So he got mugged, and she's got the key, which will get me into the stash, which, yeah, that's what I'm after. This is 2 birds and 1 stone kind of deal. That's what we're after. I dig the Coliseum music.
Oh, champ! Couldn't have picked a better time. This Kyrie chick totally flaked on her match, which means we're down a fighter, and we can't exactly pit the other guy against himself. What do you say? Mind taking her spot?
Special match, if you please.
Sweet! You're a real Wall Market hero, man. Crowd's gonna go wild when they see you.
What I want to know is why fashion hasn't just gone straight for this. I mean, I guess we kind of tried that in the late 80s, early 90s, which I guess would have been the source for the original character designs, but even still, come on now.
What the hell you doing here? Where's the girl?
He has an eye patch. Why do I feel like he still has his eye?
Guessing he's the guy she's running from.
Kyrie's not coming. You'll have to make do with us.
Whatever. I can roll with it. After all, you and me, we got unfinished
I don't
business.
know that I've seen a guy have a knife in this.
Our next bout is now a grudge match.
Is it?
Which of these two will claim victory in today's Angel Cup?
You know, I just noticed the giant demon dog on the right. I probably should have given him more attention from the get-go.
Keep it together.
Let's go.
Well, that's a different color than I've seen out of a monster so far.
You're up.
Let's do this.
Wait. Wow, he went down.
I'm ending this.
Why do I feel like that was too easy? Am I really leveled up that well, or did that happen too quickly? Okay, and see, what I really hate is if that happens, you lose your magic.
I can't.
You lose the magic you didn't get the chance to spend, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of that.
Take the
I
lead.
consider that a little bit of a design flaw. I suppose not so much a flaw as it is a punishment, in which case, yes, it's very effective. Shut up.
Hang back. It's on you.
All set.
Tifa's not doing great.
I'm gonna pull back. Do it.
Very good.
Let's finish this. Chill. Don't stop now.
Seizing the opening.
Doing much better. They're better. A lot of this is like just color explosion, but it's so pretty to look at. doesn't bother me at all. I'm a little bothered that that missed. I'm a little bothered by that, I'll be honest.
It's on you.
Well, that seems to work. Infernal Eruption. I was late in the game before I realized that you can see the titles of the attacks that are coming in, which has, in the time since I realized that, been very helpful. Gives you a little bit of a heads up before things go terribly wrong.
Hope you're ready, but together.
I got it. There. Yeah. There.
Oh. Rapid stick. Got it. Hang on, okay. Raise is definitely one of the best spells I've picked up.
Going in.
Let's finish.
Didn't get the chance. It's fine.
Our reigning
Okay,
champion does
so
it again.
I took that guy
Not only
down,
does he retain
which-
his crown, but now he
What does
can
that
add
get me?
Beast Whisperer to his list of impressive achievements.
Honestly can't remember what that gets me, but something. Do I leave? I guess I just leave now? Oh, yeah, I just leave. Alright, give me money or reward or something.
Watching you guys fight gave me goosebumps. Hope your next match is even better than the last.
So I can definitely too. Yes, return to Kyrie. I can definitely tell I'm not experiencing the lag problem that I was having before, but the display coloring is kind of rough. Yeah, and I don't have nearly as much delay as I used to, which is awesome. Not complaining about that at all. But definitely would. Now I just gotta figure out how to make my I guess the coloring. What even is color resolution? Whatever it is, it just looks cheaper. I'm not gonna be too down on that
So
though,
how'd it go?
because
Well enough.
at least it's not
If they're smart, they won't scare
terrible
anyone
frame
else.
rate like it was.
Really? That is so good to hear.
Learn your lesson, girl?
Totally. From now on, I only steal from the right people.
That ain't the lesson.
Talk about a weight off my shoulders. Oh, I completely lost track of time. I'd better get going.
Hold it.
Who are you?
Grandma! Why are you here?
You, young lady,
Grandma.
are going to hear about this later. Thank you for keeping her out of trouble.
She say grandma?
Cool. Cool.
What? Did I forget to mention it to you?
You did.
Kyrie is
You
my
did forget
granddaughter,
to mention that.
my flesh and blood.
That would have been helpful
See?
to know. We could
even
have
have
just
the
asked
same
you.
eyes. Kyrie, the key.
Skipped that whole side
You've kept
quest.
them waiting long enough.
Yeah. What's it for, anyway? Why do you guys want it?
And
Money.
how's that any of your business, young lady? Learn to wipe your own ass before you start rooting around in other people's shit.
Grandma, cut it out. You're embarrassing me.
Me embarrass you? Says
Best
the girl who
insult
steals
I've
from
ever
anyone.
heard in a
Even a thief
JRPG.
needs principles, not to mention the courage of convictions to follow their conscience.
Oh my
Take
god.
it from me, the guardian angel
That's
of
the
the slums.
best insult I've ever
minute.
heard in a
You're the
JRPG.
angel?
And you three are Avalanche.
That was amazing.
There's a fire in you. I can see it flickering in your eyes.
Holy
That
cow.
same fire's in me too. The
Learn to
guardian
wipe
angel
your
of the slums, Avalanche. They're just names. We
That
are
got
who
me.
we
That
choose
was
to
good.
be.
I liked that.
But you have to decide who that is and commit. Make the most of your time when you still have it. Right?
That was great. I'm glad I decided to live stream that. Corneo Vault Note. Okay, so that's the key to the place that I want to go to, yeah? Wait, where are you a quest now?
I hear Corneo's got secret rooms hidden in the sewers. More than even he knows if the rumors are true.
Crap, I don't want to have to go back to the sewers.
That reminds me, someone spotted a tacky-looking door over by the collapsed expressway.
Yeah, I know that. Alright, so... 3 locations. The sewers, the expressway, and what's the third?
If you're curious, there's another door that's got Corneo's emblem and everything on it. Right by the Angel's hideout.
Angel's hideout. Well, there's one I know is just around here. Is it gonna show it on the map for me? I couldn't be that lucky. Or could I? What are you? No. Oh, but I do need to return the wall. It's somewhere here in all the junk. Ooh, no, I do remember where that door was. Because I found it accidentally.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I can do that. I really hope the volume's okay. There's not anybody here to tell me otherwise. I've got it around the general setting I like to use.
No surprises there.
I love this groove. It's got a real 90s feel to it. This says, I mean, I did not grow up with the original, so I can't necessarily say I have nostalgia for it, but I had the awareness of it when I was a kid, and I don't know, something about it hits the nostalgia of just the aesthetic, even though it's modern now, it still feels kind of old school. I love it. It's my basic long-winded way of complimenting this and saying I'm having a very nice time with it. Now, there it is. It's the streaming nose itch. I always get it when I'm streaming. Okie dokie, so I want to head this way. Ooh, can I give him his wallet back first?
I haven't been to the
He's right, okay. Please tell me I don't have to talk to you again. I'm gonna be honest, this guy drives me nuts.
You really did it, bro. I knew I could
I
count
did, bro.
on you.
You're welcome,
The
bro.
last time, don't call me that.
I appreciate that
Thank
Cloud
you.
feels about
Now I
him
can
the
get
same
out of
way I
town.
do.
You're leaving?
Hush, Tifa. Don't try to stop me. I'm a wanted man in these parts. If I stayed, I'd be a danger to you too.
I want to see these voice actors in the
okay.
studio.
But if you begged me to stay, I could reconsider throwing everything away.
Good luck out there, Johnny.
Oh, okay.
It's cold.
You'll be fine wherever. You're Johnny. Don't forget.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I am. I'm your Johnny, Tifa, and nothing's gonna bring me down. Bro, Tifa, keep on shining. Johnny out.
The Johnny experience. Okay. I mean, I didn't hate him, but he just annoyed me. And it got to the point where I was done with his shenanigans. But now that I'm done with his... Oh wait, hang on. Before I do this, what way is this gonna take me? Yeah, that's the way I want to go. I think. I'm not 100% confident of that, but 100%. I'm really trying to fight the Arkansas. It's just hard, you know?
Hit him hard
Runs
and
deep in
fast.
it and stuff. Types of furnaces.
Here it comes.
Christmas. Oh man, what I need to do.
Bring it!
I don't like... I don't in particular want... Oh wait, where is Oh, it's a materia, isn't it? I have to equip Refocuser. And I haven't done that yet, and I suppose that I should. I don't really use prayer. Where is the refocus? Refocus. I don't want to use
Was
it,
never in
but
doubt.
I guess I have to, because it's part of a quest. And I am a quester. I'm a thistle sifter. I just need to trigger it one more time. That's okay. That's my bad. Stagger. Increase stagger. Paralyzing. Blah 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 blah. So really, I just need to continue staggering. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, but okay. Let's see. I'm looking for Corneo's vault, which is around here some freaking where. If I go there.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
Is this it? Please be it. Definitely not it. So just kidding. This way? It's gonna be a dead end, but I can't remember what dead end. Big door. Not this one. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, this is a departure. I am in chapter 14, and I am side questing because it's basically told me you can side quest or you can finish the game. Or I guess move on to a point that would be majorly story-centric, and I would like to get as much out of this as I can. So yeah, this is definitely a departure, but I have been sitting here talking to myself till you showed up and just talking about how much I'm enjoying myself.
Take him out.
This is a great game. I know. I knew 3 things about this. I knew the characters were basically.
Get ready.
I knew that at some point Cloud was going to end up in a dress, and I know
You're done.
the main thing that anybody who's ever heard of this game knows what it's, I guess, famous for in terms of Aerith
Closure.
and
Let's switch it up.
things that will happen, my understanding, not even in this installment of the remake. And that's all that I know. I don't know anything about the story or anything else. I've had bits spoiled for me as I've gone through it, like as I've been playing. Comments or things have been like, oh, have you gotten to where this happened? Well, nope, I didn't know that was coming, but I've been having a nice time.
Finish him off!
There we go.
Nothing to it.
Here. How are you this Tuesday evening? It's Tuesday, right? I've been known to be wrong before. At the moment, I'm looking for Don Corneo's vaults. There are 3. I think I know where 2 of them are. I know one for sure, because I found it early. I think I know where a second one is, but the third one I am not too keen. I'm not so sure that I know where it is. Ah man, my chat is messed up. I'll fix that in a second.
Let's do this.
Oh man, it smells
I
good.
won't give up.
I've got you covered.
Let's do business. So I assume you've played through the whole thing. Let's see if I can. My chat feature's a little wonky. Where are we? Yeah, I had that backward. It's displaying a little better now. Has anyone told me the story has some departures from the original, or did ours? Yeah, so I had a guy I worked with last year. This was like, I'm pretty sure this game was to him what Star Wars is to me. Or the original was. And so he was like, ready for this. And he was talking about it nonstop. And he said that he was telling me, like, when trailers would drop, he'd be like, you want to know my favorite part about this? What? And he would point at a character and be like, I don't know who that is. That's a new character. That's a new subplot. I don't know what any of this means. So I knew that basically this entire, where am I? 31, and I've probably got another 5 to 10 hours left from where I am. If there's 18 chapters and I'm in 14, my understanding is this is like maybe a quarter of the original game, somewhere around there. Oh, you haven't. You haven't played anything of this game, just some other streams. Gotcha. And you know, I forgot it was exclusive. Yeah, it's very, very good. Did you play the original? You know the ending and stuff. I know about Aerith, and I know I know who the characters are, but like I didn't know any major specifics. I feel like at some point the original goes kind of more what the PS1 equivalent of an open world would be, so I'm curious how future installments of this are going to go. You haven't? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't played it. I never played the original. I just missed out on that entirely. So this is my experience in a nutshell. So this is, apart from some side quests, this won't be spoiler territory, so you don't have to worry about that, because all I'm doing is basically I hit a point where the no, that's not where I meant to go. The plot gave you a section, and it was like, okay, so you can either continue the plot, and you're going to be locked into the plot for, I don't know if it'll be to the end since I've got 4 more chapters, or if it would just be for like a while. But it said you can also just go side questing, and it gave me these, what are these, 9 empty blocks, and I was like, I mean, the most it's ever given me has been I think like 3 or 4 side quests in one chapter, and I thought, okay, I can do that. I mean, games you played were Kingdom Hearts and Sly. I missed out on Sly Cooper. I think my cousin had it, and I would always play like the first level, but I missed out on Sly Cooper. I would love for them to do a remaster of Sly. I never got to play Ratchet and Clank either, and when they did the game a couple of years back, it was a PS Plus free release 1 month. And I think they just said that they're going to be it's going to be one of the free games this year. First console was Super Nintendo. Yeah, that was mine too. And see, I got Super Nintendo was given to us when I was like 6, and then that would be a fun stream. Yeah, I would love to have that. Also, how's my volume? How's the music? Is it too loud? I kind of did some messing around with it. I want to make sure you can actually hear me okay. Yeah, we got a Super Nintendo with a whole bunch of just classic games, and then when I was 8, I got my N64, and we were broke. And then I had 1 game for N64, and I regret it to this day. We traded at Game Exchange. We traded the Super Nintendo and all of the games for a handful of N64 games. And like I wanted the N64 games, but when me and my dad left the store, like I was 8 and I had buyer's remorse. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited. And like I regret. Yeah, the problem I'm having, I don't know if it's, I got a mic. It may be the mic itself. Is just really quiet. I might try and bring it a little closer. We're trying, yeah, I'm really just gonna have to bring it closer to myself. We're in the process of house hunting, but it is a slow, just gonna have to be the exact right house, because with us and with baby and with Fanciful, we have to have the exact right kind of house. So once we do get one though, I want to have an office And when I have an office, I'm gonna have like a whole layout for this. But in the meantime, Saturday streams are in the bedroom, and late night streams are, man, if you could see the setup I've got going right now, I've got a monitor on the floor. I've got my computer propped up on a bar stool. My microphone is sitting on the box the microphone came in on a bar stool to try and get it close enough to my face. I need a desk. That's what it boils down to. But yeah, after my N64, I never had any more Nintendo of prayer. What is in here? So basically, there's this crime boss who is the worst, and I've been seeing his vaults all over early life streamer. It happens, yeah. There is vaults like all over as you go through the world. It's like, this door is locked. Well, I should be able to get in that door one day, and this is the day that I get in that door. And hot freaking dog, look at the loot. I did not know how good it was gonna be. This is great. I am digging the loot right now. Done the cafe mission. Trying to think what cafe mission would be. There was a cafe, there was a restaurant guy that I was helping out, and like his food was poisoned. Oh yes, Cloud and Address, yeah. That was, I said I knew 3 things about this game. I knew who the characters were, I know about Aerith, and I knew that Cloud ended up in Address. Yeah, I did that recently. The entire time. What was so funny is I've been raving about this to Heather because Heather loved Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, this feels like, if you could believe it, angstier Kingdom Hearts. And I was like, but it's really good. Like, the story is good, the gameplay is just quality. Like, this is really great. I'm really, really loving this. At some point, when you're awake, I'm gonna have to like just play this during the day and you just watch. Like, I think you'll enjoy it. Like, it's really, really good. And she was like, yeah, I'll be interested. The time she decides to sit in and watch is the time that I do that mission. And I mean, it's been, you know, action and story and real intense, and then it's like a dance competition with Cloud cross-dressing, and she was just staring at me like, what is happening? And I was like, you picked the wrong time. And then of course immediately after, it's like super intense cutscenes and boss fights and like all of this stuff. I was like, you watched the wrong hour of that game. I mean, Cloud looked great in a dress, don't get me wrong, but my sales pitch of how cool a game this was a little undercut by the weird dance competition. And it was the pigtails, honestly. The pigtails were the bridge too far for me. That's what you remember, yeah. That's Final Fantasy. I think that's Final Fantasy for you. I think just in general, that's Final Fantasy. Okay, so now I need to get to... If I could get to a chocobo... Is this where I want to be? No, that's not where I want to be. Ooh, I do know. If I get to a chocobo, I can fast travel to where I think I know... Am I heading the right way? I'm heading the exact wrong way. Where the heck is the chocobo? Oh, you mean like right where I literally just was? No. Where in the heck? Okay, hold on. I'm looking forward. It's down to my... Well, if that doesn't feel right. And there's a bed? Where is a bed? Oh, that's the cemetery. I know where that is. I know what I'm doing. compare the crazy edge of this game to the Secret movie with Roxas and Riku fighting, honestly, minus Cloud and Address, most of this game feels like the coolest cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts. Like, I remember I was telling Heather, like, I always would wonder, like, will video games ever look as good as those cutscenes? And yeah, like, you're playing it now.
All set.
Yeah, the combat in this is just fantastic. I'm not a huge turn-based combat guy, but the way that they've done it, where it's basically you enter bullet time, and you can, like in the Arkham Knight, you can swap mid-fight between your characters, but it's more than just that. Like you're, dang it.
Deal with that.
Out. Like you can enter bullet time, you can choose how to manage. Like I'm a little overwhelmed right now, so I need to take care of Barrett.
No need to panic.
But I know that Cloud has a good move, so like you can control what all of your party are doing at once, while with a button switching between characters. It's so good. It's amazing.
That it?
It's also really, between this and I'm going in a freaking circle now. Hold on. Am I going in a circle? I'm absolutely going in a circle. It's okay. You know what? Let's just continue the circle. Do you remember the... Yeah, I do remember that. And I remember kind of wondering what the deal was. Like, was that supposed to be another game that we're gonna get one day? Okay. Around the circle. Where is the freaking Chocobo station? I know it's around here somewhere. I've already fought this guy. That's the wild thing.
Ain't nothing to worry about.
Robin bravely ran away. That was Murray doing his best to do a little bit with his dream game that never materialized, Final Fantasy Versus, and he won't let it die. You know, don't let it die, man. Hold on to your dream. Make it happen. Captain? Is that? I'm not cool enough to say that. There it is, my gosh. Car would have paid for itself by now. Alright, so I'm trying to get to... Alright, it's gonna be in the collapsed expressway. I will admit, I think the only bit of music I've run into in this game that I'm not the biggest fan of is the, what we're about to hit in the, collapsed expressway. This is fine, this is a jam. Alright. Entrance to the collapsed expressway. This is what they were talking about, right? Right. The old lady. She was saying that it was where the Angel's hideout is, and I feel like that's in here. Right? Okay, I see a thing. Is that... Surely this is it. Oh yeah, that wasn't the music I was making fun of. Yeah. It's this. It's the... It just gets stuck in my head. It won't get out. Also, the initial exploration section of this part took forever. Yeah, the music in this game is phenomenal. I mean, if I'm saying that bit of music gets a little repetitive, there's nothing wrong with that. It's still a jam. So, I mean, everything in this game, it's gorgeous. Like, again, my PS4 is a... PS4 came out, what, was it 14? End of 2013, beginning of 2014? Because it was my senior year. I got mine, I think, the year after, because it was right before me and Heather got married. And, I'm playing on that base year 1, year 2 PS4, and I mean, it A, still runs perfectly, and B, it gets a little loud sometimes, but like, it's just crazy how much they're able to do with this. And like, I assume inevitably there'll be some kind of upgrade for the PS5. I can't imagine what that's gonna look like. Without wanting to spoil anything for you, yes, Sephiroth's theme is very definitely in this game, but it's really, really, really cool the way that it shows up. I don't think it's had a full, like, declaration of here is Sephiroth's theme yet, but it's definitely here. So without like trying to stay away from spoiling anything for you, it is, I have heard traces of the theme, I can put it that way, but like the way that it's done is really, really cool, and I don't want to spoil that for you. It looks like we just got another follower. Is that Mr. Water? And I can't, what is that, a billion something? I don't know what that number is, but hey, welcome to the stream. If you're, I think that's the notification I just got. Some of my widgets aren't working exactly like I want them to. I'm still getting those kind of worked out, but welcome. Nice. Could see them using motifs to underscore things. Yes, tasty. Yeah, using motifs to underscore is basically the least spoilery way that I can say, yeah, you're gonna hear the Sephiroth theme. And now I'm looking for the park, because they said, I don't remember a door here. That's the one thing I don't remember, is a door.
Come on, let's ride.
Yeah, the only other Final Fantasy game I've ever played was 15, and I got 15 like right when it launched, before any of the patches or DLC had come out. And I mean, I really enjoyed it when I played it, but it's like, I think I've said this before, it just never clicked with me completely. And it's like when I finished it, usually when I finish a game, I'm like, I'm coming back to that eventually, and I never had the drive to go back. Like, I knew I wasn't interested in going back to it. Then my buddy who loves Final Fantasy played it. He ended up getting to it late, I think because of the console he had or whatever, and he got it when all of the DLC and extra stuff had been added in, and he was like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It was perfect. So I don't know that I'll ever go back to it. I wish that I had that experience of it, but they were just, even like the combat of it didn't click with me, and this just has, like, everything about this game has been amazing. And I'm not, like I said, this and 15 are my only two Final Fantasy games so far, but like, I have just adored this. It's been so good. Like I said, it scratches that growing up loving Kingdom Hearts and now being an adult, like, it scratches that Kingdom Hearts itch, but angstier and edgier. Brought it up last stream. 15 was divisive. Could have been, since maybe 12. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't know. I remember, yeah, I did bring that up before. Are you the door? Do I have to talk to you?
Take care of the monsters in the underground lab?
I already did. Leave me alone. Oh, the door's not closed. I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Shut up. You're a soldier. Stand there, be quiet. That might be a civilian, I don't know. Oh, hello. Overhauled 14. Yeah, I did try. There was like a free trial weekend of 14. I'm just not an MMO person. I wish that I was, because if I was, honestly, it's probably a good thing I'm not. Because if I was, I would just never see the sun. Where in the heck would a vault be? Yeah, if you've been trying to avoid spoilers, this really is the perfect stream for you to have hopped on, because apart from just seeing locations, no story is happening. Oh, her too. These guys are the freaking worst. Yeah, you can, so all of your abilities, like, well, I can't open it up now. You can create and, like, program your own hotkey, quick commands for them, like in Kingdom Hearts. But, damn it, get off, get off. But you can control which abilities you want to attach to, you know, to which quick command, and it's really, really cool. I've really enjoyed that as well. It's impressive. I overheard 11 the first MMO they did is getting. I didn't know that. That is cool. Come on, man. Come on.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's go. Let's pour on the paint.
You don't mind, I know you can do it. Next time, Mary. Next time.
Backlog is atrocious. You're going through Kingdom Hearts instead of beating Doom Eternal. Got it in March of last year. Yeah, I actually have been able to kind of clear out my backlog a little bit. I had to just make peace with the fact that I am never going to finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's good, but it just, I don't know, it kind of lost me. It got... I really enjoyed and clicked with Origins, and I didn't quite click with Odyssey the same. And I heard that from a couple of different people, because the mechanics are more or less the same, but they do play and the story flows a little bit differently. And I don't know, something about I wonder if it's on my map. Something about Origins just registered with me a little better than did Odyssey. But then too, Origins is a father-son story, and I'm a sucker for those, and I honestly probably couldn't go back and play Origins now. Gotta ask, how much of Assassin's Creed have I played? I have played every single one. The only ones that I haven't finished are Syndicate and Origins. Or, no, not Origins, sorry, Odyssey. Those are the only two Assassin's Creed games that I haven't finished, and then of course I haven't got to play Valhalla yet. After Odyssey, I kind of figured I would wait for Valhalla to be really, really marked down on sale, and also pay a lot of attention to the reaction to it and the game, what the gameplay looks like, because it just... I hate it because I loved, like, the Ezio trilogy is one of my favorite video game experiences of all time, and I didn't think Two in Brotherhood. Like, I literally just said that. Yeah, the Ezio trilogy. Ezio is one of my favorite game characters of all time. His story is one of my favorite stories, and I will forever love Ezio. Am I going the wrong way? Am I going the wrong way? Going the wrong fricking way. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Black Flag. Also, like, I would put, in terms of ranking the Assassin's Creed franchise, I would do Ezio trilogy, like really 2, just as a standalone, but the Ezio trilogy in general. Black Flag. And maybe in Origins, like, I really loved what they did with Origins. Alright, where am I going? Through the vent. That's where I'm going. Somewhere is a vault for me to rob of all its loot. Stuck in the past, I never got the motivation to get past 3. 3, I really enjoyed 3. It was lacking in some areas, but I really did enjoy 3. 3, literally, but also just in what it did. 3 is how we got Black Flag, and for that alone, I will be forever grateful. So wait, if you're stuck in the past, you never got past 3, you never played Black Flag?
Here I go. Won't last long.
Okay.
No need to panic.
Well, we're kind of in trouble. Never played Black Flag. Okay, listen. When Two in Brotherhoods had specific parkour segments in those hidden temple tunes that reminded me of Prince of Persia, which is one of your favorite games. Listen, Black Flag is not only one of the best in the Assassin's Creed franchise, it is the best, to this day, hands down, best pirate game ever made. It is... I can't... Like, I've got a backlog, I've got games I would like to move on to, and I, in a heartbeat, would put however many tens of hours it would take into doing a complete replay through of Black Flag. It is so good for... It was a release on the PS3 that I think got ported to 4, but it looks, still today, looks gorgeous. The pirate aesthetic, the pirate gameplay, all of it, it's the perfect pirate game. It just, it's so good. It does for pirates what Red Dead does for cowboys, or what Ghost of Tsushima did for samurai. Like, it is, to me, the quintessential pirate game. It's like everything you can imagine wanting to be able to do were you a pirate, it's in there. Ooh, is this it? This is where I had my big... No? Where in the hot and holy heck is the vault? I feel like I remember seeing it around here. Yeah, that's my problem, is all the games I want to play, super long, big open world, take forever, who's got the time? Now that I've discovered I can get on and put a game on and chat with people while I do it, that kind of makes it a little more fun too. here. Nope, it's not over here. Good thing about this... Well, hold on, how do I get down? Good thing about this cave section is you can just press a button and get down when you're ready to leave. Just be like, okay, I'm done in the caves. No, they'll just let you out. Which is a handy feature. Alright, where in the crap? Here somewhere. I just have to find you. So let's yeah, so Skull and Bones was literally, from what I could tell, it was just the sailing in your ship portion of Black Flag done as a full game. Which I mean was one of the best parts, but I was actually concerned that Skull and Bones wasn't going to work, because part of what made Black Flag so good was you had this incredible sailing pirate gameplay with also swashbuckling, get your sword, go out on land, go exploring the big open I mean, you had this huge sector of Caribbean world to just explore. Make sure I'm not crazy, there's no ladder here. I did come from there. So where is the... Alright. You know who knows where the vault that I'm looking for is? Is Google. Google knows. But I'm honestly concerned that I would get more lost. Which way did I come from? Let's check this way. Nope, checked that way. I swear it's around here somewhere. Sea of Thieves isn't on PlayStation, and that is the only reason that I haven't got to try it. Yeah, I've definitely been interested in Sea of Thieves. I've seen a lot of people will stream that one, and I feel like that's a good game. Because doesn't it have a multiplayer, not necessarily MMO, but kind of component? Seeing the door, but I don't remember where. Wait, is that it? No, I think that's just, well, we're gonna be double darn sure, I'll tell you that much. Nope, not it. Man, I'll tell you, I know it's not like we're chatting face to face, but it's been really good getting to catch up with you and just chat. It's a lot of fun. It is an MMO, okay. Yeah, I have been interested in it. Where is the vault? Oh, where is the hidden vault? Oh, where is the hidden vault? Oh, where is the vault of stuff?
Give him hell.
You know, honestly, I'm not even gonna do this. I'm just looking for the vault. That's all I want. Yeah, I'm fleeing. Call me a coward if you want. I don't care. I'm for strat. This is not what I came here to do. See, this is the entrance. I've already been here. Alright, we're gonna ask Google where the frickin' there's one. I found that one. Are you telling me that it's not here? No. Hang on. I know how to get the quest. I'm cheating. I'm doing it, but I've been all up and down. And she said underpass. That's where it is. In the sewer. You can't get back to the sewer via the open world. You can't get to where you need to go through the open world. You have to progress the story forward. Listen. Alright. Well, you could have told me that before I spent however long this was running around here for no flat freaking reason. It's fine. Yes! Head back up. Yeah, I agree. It was because of me that you bought and enjoyed Killing Joke and Death of the Family. Yeah, man, Killing Joke to this day, I think it's tough. It's so short, but it's like in 20, 30 pages, it does everything that a graphic novel, a superhero, like, it does everything that I want from a graphic novel. It shows you superhero, it asks you questions, like it, yeah, I love that one. Okay. Well, in that case, all I can do now, I've recovered part, but there should be more. Yeah, they could have told me that I have to advance the plot. But all of my other side quests are clear, so now I can go see Don Corneo. We'll head to Wall Market. I could teach a class on that book. Man, there are so many, like, topics. Whoa, that was fast. There's so many topics that I would love to just teach a course on. That's not where I need to be. That's not where I need to be. What is that showing me? What are you? Oh, the shop. Yeah, I don't need that. I need to get to the main lane.
Do stop by again if you desire additional treatment.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I haven't actually. I have not, like, read comics. I haven't read any superhero comics in a very, very long time. The last comic that I read was the Darth Vader series by Charles Soule, which is just absolute perfection.
The Coliseum is open for business and hungry for fresh.
I heard Don Corneo was missing.
Step right up and try your luck.
Welcome to Wall Market's premier weapon shop.
Oh, I'll take that. Do 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 do. Anything good? Nothing good.
Do come again.
Yeah, one of the cool extra little pieces of this, the upgrade system for like going in and upgrading your weapons. You know, you attach materia to your blades or your weapons or whatever. The way that you upgrade them is like here you're literally going inside the elements. It's really, really cool. Brother and sister tasked with killing each other. I know they've done more Vader comics more recently that I haven't got to read. There was a run that literally picks up like the first frame of the comic is the last frame we see of Vader in, or like the moment that he wakes up on the table and is like, no. And there was a run of that comic, and I know they're doing more now, but it's about him becoming who he is and gaining his authority over the Inquisitorius, and I can't remember if that was one of the plot points in it, but it does teach him like working with the brothers and sisters of the Inquisitors, but that may be something else. But oh my gosh, the coolest thing about that comic is, take that off for a second, it's hurting my head. The coolest thing about that comic, it's really weird to hear myself without the headphones on, talking in an empty room. I don't know why that feels funny. The coolest thing that Charles Soule is able to do was silence. There are pages of that run of the comics without a single text bubble. Because that's Vader. Vader's not going to walk around like thinking to himself and talking out loud. He's quiet, he's thoughtful. And there are pages that are just art. That's gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And he makes, I mean, it's comics, you're able to take more liberty, but like he's able to make a comic book Darth Vader expressive without any dialogue. It is so good. When Vader meditates, like it's not a spoiler, you see it in the first issue. When he meditates, it's his spirit. It's a charred husk, and where his missing limbs would be, there's light. And as the comic progresses, the more Jedi he hunts down and murders, and the more cruel he becomes, the light goes out. It's so good. It's so freaking good. I loved that run of the comic. Just do a little upgrade here. Yeah, indeed. It's a full course meal, let me tell you. Charles Soule wrote the Kylo Ren Rise of Kylo comic. It's not bad. It's not as good as Vader. And that was, oh my gosh, man, you should read it. It is so good. The Kylo Ren one, it felt rushed. Like, I felt like he had more story that he wanted to do, and was really only given like 4 or 5 issues to do it. He's an incredible comic writer. Ooh, alright, I can live with that. Did I never get... I'm going to get proficiency on there. Yeah, I mean, with Vader, there's so much time between films. Like, there's decades to work with of stories to tell, but yeah, it's really, it's very good. What was I coming to do? Oh, I need to switch this out. I was about to say switch out my lightsaber. I have a one-track mind. It's weak. Alright, the first time I have trouble with a fight, I'm switching back. Really cool feature of this. Oh, it's a sweet looking sword though. That is pretty. Really cool feature of this. So each weapon, show you it here. So, oh, back off. That's not what to do. So each of your weapons that you pick up has a specific attack ability. So focus thrust is what you start with, and then you gain more that are different attack types. You have to use that weapon until you've, and use that specific attack type with that weapon until you've mastered it, and then it becomes a permanent part of your moveset no matter what weapon you're using. So that's a really, really cool feature. Sometimes it's just a little tough to use those weapons when you've got one that's really, really upgraded.
Don't tell anyone, but I heard Don Corneo was missing.
But, Doi, Drennan, that's what the Colosseum is for. Just level up my weapons down here like a dummy. Why didn't I think of that? Ultimate Star Wars sequel trilogy for you, with some time away from the trilogy now. Honestly, I would not change a thing about the sequel trilogy. I wouldn't change a thing. If there were things I would change, I would just let them do more. I would have... Honestly, I have no problems with the sequel trilogy. I adore it with all of my heart. I wish that they'd given
been waiting for you.
Rise of Skywalker the
what are you in the mood to
runtime they
fight?
gave Endgame. That was all it needed. It just needed more. Oh man, we have really gone up. I wish that they had given more time to Rise of Skywalker just to expand stuff. But the EU, to me, the EU got a little too goofy. And George himself said he didn't consider the EU canon, and that if he had done his plans for the sequel trilogy, he fully intended to ignore the EU writings. So, also, George, his plan for a sequel trilogy was going to find a new trio of characters being mentored by the old crew, dealing with the turn to the dark side of the child or children, he hadn't made up his mind, of Han and Leia. And Luke would have to be brought back from retirement on an island planet that he had isolated himself on after a massive failure with one of his students in the order that he tried to start. So everything that people complained about with the sequel trilogy was all George's idea. He was going to do it anyway. He was just going to spend the entire trilogy focused on midichlorians, which, I mean, Star Wars is his baby, but I think there does come a point where you need to listen to your audience and go, okay, maybe they're not as interested in that. Midichlorians never bothered me, but his plans for it, I think we got a very faithful adaptation from it. Yeah, well, it didn't help that JJ wasn't supposed to do it. Colin Trevorrow, who, I don't want to trash talk people, I'm not a fan of Colin Trevorrow. He knows how to make things that look really good and have no substance. That's kind of his thing. And you needed a lot of substance for Star Wars. The stuff I've seen for what Duel of the Fates was gonna be, I wouldn't have liked. So, I mean, I would have enjoyed, like, it's Star Wars, I would have had a good time, but I'm glad we got what we got instead. And JJ had, you know, he was brought in to do a very quick job on it.
Would kill for a shower.
Sorry, that broke my train of thought. Kill for shower is one of the, it's the only one that I've really noticed. But Tifa will say, I'd kill for a shower, like randomly, that's like her stock line that you hear over and over again. And I saw somebody on Twitter the other day, I didn't even know the person was playing through Final Fantasy, and all of a sudden I just see, if I hear the phrase, I would kill for a shower one more time, I'm throwing the game out the window. I was like, I know what you're playing. Yeah, I am glad. I'm just glad we got what we got. I love Star Wars. I love there is so much parallel and so much poetry, and ultimately Star Wars is about redemption, and
Too easy.
to one end, it's about parents doing whatever it takes to save their children. And I'm a sucker for that kind of storytelling, and I really think that they did an effective job with that. Honestly, no, he's not subtle. Subtlety is not his gift.
Bring it. Stay still.
There we go. Okay.
It's on you.
My turn.
Get off. Finish the whole thing. I don't need the summon is the thing. Oh yeah, I do need to be doing this though. Very good.
I won't give up.
I've got you covered.
Go.
Not that close. You're done.
Go.
I'm through with you.
I think I did know that, yeah. Yeah, I did. I had forgotten that, but I did know that. Almost got the limit. Tifa, thank you very much. Oh, get off.
This fight's not over yet.
So I need to cure in a bad way.
I'm just getting started. There! Come on! It's on you.
Great. Time to dig deep. All good.
So I was in the scene with the area that was SeaWorld, the water dinosaur, cheering. He got cloned a few times due to the green screen copying people. How funny. I didn't know he got cloned. I remembered that that was the spot that he was in, but I did not know. That is too funny. Yo, why can I not... Holy cow, why can't I use an item? What's that? Oh, items aren't permitted. I'm screwed. Good thing I got a summon. I'm glad I saved it. Well, you get to see a summon, which is pretty sweet.
Giving it my all.
All I needed was the limit.
Gotta learn from this for next.
That's great. How funny. Well, oh well. Glad I checked out. Oh, snap, I'm not done. Crap. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's good. That's great. I thought I was done. Yeah, I thought I was done.
Enough of you.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it out of this alive, not without Cloud. Yeah, I'm Yeah, this is the equivalent of Olympus Coliseum. It's, I think it's is it the Coliseum? Is that what they call it? It's basically just a challenge map portion where you can upgrade and do all the stuff you need to do. Back away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
Bring it! Gotcha! Come on! Give him your all! Yeah! Gotcha!
I don't think there's any way I can kill this thing.
I'm not throwing in the towel.
Screwed. Yep, here we go. Now would be a great time to have a summon.
Still in.
Myself. Really? Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it.
Bring it! Yeah!
I forgot I couldn't use items, and so I should have reslotted revive.
You asked for it! I have this. I know I did.
It's a valiant effort. Do I get to keep my experience? I think at least. Yeah, I'll take that. That's good. WandaVision thoughts. Man. My brief spoiler WandaVision thoughts. I think that, well, I thought that Wanda had broken reality, and that was how we got the multiverse. But if it was Agatha all along, I don't even know what I think now. I think we know that Wanda is going to be part of the Multiverse of Madness, so, you know, we've got that awareness. I just have no idea. Agatha was a flip of the chessboard. You know, that was the writing style for Battlestar Galactica. They would line everything up on a chessboard, let you get to the point where you felt like you knew what was going on, and then they would flip the chessboard. And Agatha was a flip of the chessboard. I thought that Pietro was a flip of the chessboard, but Pietro instead was like, "Oh, this is what they're doing. I've got a handle on what they're doing." No, Agatha is a flip of the chessboard. So till this week's episode, I have no idea what I think is going to happen. But
Come back
I'm
anytime you want to fight.
very excited to find out whatever it's going to be. Oh, good. I did get that. Now I can get rid of it. Do I think... Maybe? I don't... I feel like this was such the perfect way, because like once you get into that area of it, it just keeps getting weirder. And I think that they've been very cautious and smart about how they approach the weirder elements of the comics. I don't know if they would go that far that fast, but it could be, like, it could lead that direction. Dometer. What the heck? Oh, that's true. That's a good point. What I originally wanted to happen with the multiverse and combining everything was, and you know, there is still time. This is my elevator pitch. If, you know, if this can ever get to anybody's ears at Marvel Studios, I've solved your how do we explain the multiverse problem to the layman. You need to get a situation where you bring in Professor X, who should absolutely be played by Giancarlo Esposito, but that's a conversation for a different day. You bring in Professor X, and you get him having a conversation with, like, Doctor Strange, who's trying to explain it, and then, you know, at the time I thought that Tony would be around, but then you could even have, like, Reed Richards, who we all know is going to show up before the show is done. That's kind of my feeling. I think Reed Richards is going to be the finale closer who's been helping from our side the whole time. What I want to happen is just have them all have a really like intense science-y conversation that's getting way out of hand. Everyone in the room is confused, the audience is confused, and then I want the film to freeze. I want a little drop down to pull, and I want Kuzco style Deadpool to walk out with a marker and just draw and do a very generic explanation. So Sony owned these characters, but then Marvel created their own studio, which created problems and drama that was all entirely unnecessary, which is why we've been dishing out some good, some crappy movies over the last 20 years. But anyway, we fixed it now. Everybody gets to play together. Don't think about it too hard. That's what I want to have happen. I want Deadpool to Kuzco, the explanation. It won't happen, but it would be funny if it did. And that's my take. That's what I want to have happen. I forgot that she keeps bringing up a husband. That is a good point. The husband could be a finale. I feel like the Fantastic Four, though. I feel like that's where this is going. Reed Richards would be the next smartest person to turn to in this. Or Doctor Strange shows up and that's how we get connected to Multiverse Madness. I don't know. There's loads of options. Anyway, I could keep going on that. So ready for his commentary with the certain releases. Oh, that's going to be... I just feel like the opening... I mean, the same way that 2 was, but like the opening of the movie is just going to be him swearing a bunch and going, it's a Disney movie, but I can still do this. Oh, there's going to be so many Disney jokes. It's going to be terrible and great. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I need to save my progress before I forget. Dang it, I hate that I saw how many Coliseum matches there are now. Because now I want to do all of them, but I also want to advance the plot. But if I advance the plot, I may not get to do... I've got 4 more chapters. Surely I'm gonna have time to come back. Surely. Right. Well, I'm probably going to need to call it a night because I must needs work in the morning. But I am very glad that you hopped on tonight. This made it a heck of a lot of fun. I thought Reed was going to be there. I'm still kind of holding out like maybe he'll show up. I legitimately thought he was going to be there. Agatha was the toss of the chessboard though. Like that was, I did not see that coming at all. So well done on them. If you haven't seen the people who do the music, I can never get Kristen Anderson Lopez, is that her name? Who also did like Frozen. She put out a video today showing that the Agatha All Along theme and the WandaVision theme has been like musically worked into everything like the entire time. Absolutely, like go find the video. It's so cool. Like it breaks down the musical theme, which as like a music nerd and if you don't know the Soundtrack Show podcast, oh my gosh, the Soundtrack Show is so good. And like the Soundtrack Show is literally just that nonstop. If you don't know the podcast, go check it out. It's amazing. Side note, not at all related. Had a Facebook memory a couple days ago for Harrison, Texas. Yeah, golly, we'll still talk about that one. I mean, we talk about all of them. But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy to me that it's 2021 and that was 2013. That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy. Wow. Well, I must go to bed because I now have to break down this entire thing. Can I swivel this? Can I? Yeah, so I've got here, let's see. I've got my mic on a bar stool. You can't see that. Down below, you're not gonna be able to see it. Right here, below the computer is is another monitor. I've got the TV across the room. There's cables everywhere. It's gonna take me 20 minutes to clean this up. It'll be midnight before I get to bed. It was worth it. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out tonight, man. But I must go to sleep, or I will be a dead person, and I would like to be alive. Oh yeah, it's our living room. It's not our bedroom. The streams me and Dad have been doing from my bedroom. Itty bitty little living space. Thank you. Have a good night, and hopefully I get to chat with you soon. So shut this off, and I will catch you later.